Hello and welcome back to screenreview.com.
So now we're going on with a couple of examples that I've showed you here, and it's going to be more clear. So let's go back to our IntelliJ here, and here I'm actually going to create a new package. We're going to call it inheritance. Okay, and in inheritance I'm going to create all those classes. Alright, so first I'm actually going to create the person class in here. Alright, so since you learned about encapsulation, let's encapsulate our variables in here. Okay, private string name, private int age. Okay, and let's generate getter and setters using IntelliJ to save some time. So I've got this person class here which has all this getter and setter methods and these two variables which I've encapsulated, calling them private. Okay, with getter and setters and private, now you have encapsulated that this class in here and the variables. Right. So now I'm actually going to create a new class in here. I'm actually going to do, let's say, employee now. And in here, I'm actually going to do public string. And I'm actually going to get SSN. Actually going to create here private string SSN. Let's also create getters and setters in here. Generate getter and setters. So now I'm actually going to create another class in here. So I'm going to say public class inheritance example. And here I'm actually going to create static void main string args. So here now I'm actually going to create this employee. Let's just actually create person first. Create person object. So here I'm actually going to do person1 equal new person. Okay, person1 dot, okay, get name. Alright, actually we're going to set name first. So we're going to actually make it Pam. Okay, person1 dot set age equal, let's say 32, and person1 dot set. I think that's pretty much it. So let's say system.out println. I'm actually going to do age using string interpolations, which you learned. Here I'm going to do person.1.getName and person1.getAge. That. Okay, so now let's run this. So I'm going to say Pam's age is 32. Right? So now I've got this employee class here which actually inherits this person. Right? So basically this employee is a child class of persons since it extends this parent class person. So now let's create the employee object. Okay, I'm going to call employee1 equal new employee. Alright, employee1 dot, okay, I'm actually going to do set name here, Stacy, and employee1 set age equal, 28. I'm actually also going to do set SSN equals 423312. So actually I'm going to print the value. So here say C, but which SSN is with SSN. I'm going to say with SSN age is like that. So in here I'm actually going to do employee1 dot get SSN. So change this to employee1. Okay, and same thing in here. And And here it says Stacy's with SSN 8423234, A's age 28, right? So here, what I'm trying to actually explain here is this employee only has get SSN and set SSN, right? However, when I create an object from this employee class, I was able to use this name and age, right? That's the power of inheritance. This employee does not have those methods. However, I'm able to use it because I'm the child class. And how do you make it child class? You extend to the parent class. Okay, which my parent class is person. Okay, which has this the set name, get name properties, right? So I was able to do get name, get SSN, set name, set age, and so on because this employee is a child class of this parent class person. That's the power of inheritance. Okay. Now let's do another example here, so it'll make it more easier. So we're gonna create a box class in here. So in here, I'm actually gonna follow the encapsulation. I'm gonna do private int length, private int width. Okay, let's create a constructor in here. Click box. I'm actually going to create a constructor in here, public box. So in here, I'm actually want int length, just going to do int L, int W. All right, so I'm going to say this dot length equal L, this dot width equal W. Okay, so that's a constructor in here. So I'm basically saying this variable here, private variable equals to this parameter. This private variable equals to this parameter in here. So now I'm actually gonna display box name. It's basically gonna say box name. It's just gonna say I am parent box class. We get this box name here, right? So now we're gonna create the small box. I'm actually gonna create a new class and I'm gonna do small box. And in here, what I'm actually gonna do is extends the box, right? Because small box is the child of this parent class box, right? So I'm actually extending. As soon as it says that, it's saying, since the box has the constructor, it's saying that the small box does not have a constructor, right? So here, see that I've got this box constructor here, and now it's saying that you need to have a constructor as well. Okay, now let's do that. I'm going to say public small box, and in here, that, and I'm also going to say int L and W. All right, and I'm actually going to create this variable here as well, private L and private int width, int length, and here I'm actually going to do this dot length equal L, this dot width equal W. All right. So now, but here, however, see here, it's still saying there's no default constructor, right? Since I'm actually extending the box, I also need to say, okay, this small box also default constructor goes to that box. So I'm actually going to do LW. Okay, so what I'm basically saying here is, since the small box extend this box, right, it has this constructor, right? So I'm saying that, okay, this whatever the constructor was in this box, it also applies here with this one here. Okay. Also now here I'm saying this dot length equals to L, this dot width equal W. So I'm basically saying that since this box needs the constructor to create an object, use that constructor of the box as well. That's what it's doing here. Otherwise, you have to create a constructor for box here. Instead of creating a constructor of box, you're just saying whatever the constructor of box is, use the same thing. Okay, so now you do that using super, and your parameter here at L is length and width. So now I'm actually going to copy this box name here, and it's going to say I am small box. Okay, and also let's print the area. And here I'm actually going to say public void print area. Here I'm going to say system.out.println. I'm actually going to say area is, and I'm going to say here double area, okay, equals length times width. So this will give me an area as well, right? This will give me the box, a small box. This is going to give me the area. So now I'm actually going to create a big box in here, big box. And I'm actually going to extend that box in here. So now, as you can see, I'm actually going to copy most of the items from here. So in here, I'm actually going to do private int height. And in here, I'm actually going to do int h. And in here, I'm actually going to do int height equal h. Okay, and here I'm actually going to change to big box. Alright, so here I gotta call this constructor, right? Super LW, which means like, okay, use the constructor, same constructor for this box. Okay, and here I got this.length variable, stitch variable equal to L, s.width equal weight, and s.height equal h. And I got the print area, which is actually going to print length, width, and height. And it's going to say I'm a small box name. So now if I just undo this, right, let's actually comment this code here and see what happens. And I'm actually going to create, now I got the big box child class which extends this parent class box. I got the small box child class that extend this parent class box, right? I got this print area, okay, method which actually going to give me length and width. It says display box name, it's going to say I'm small box class. I got this box parent class here, which has this default constructor, and it's going to say display box name, and it says I'm parent box class. And on the big box, I have only print area, right? I commented this code here for now. So I'm actually going to create a new class in here. I'm actually going to say inheritance example 2. All right. So in here, I'm actually going to do public static void main string args. And in here, I'm actually going to do first call box. Let's say box 1 or new box, and box 1 dot display box name. And you can see here this box requires 2 parameters. I'm also going to do 12 12. If I run this, you can see here it says I'm parent box class. Okay, I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to say small box. Here I'm actually going to do small box. This is going to make it box 2, and in here let's make it small box. All right, let's make it 12 and 13, and in here it's going to make it box 2 and box 2 dot print area. Okay, now if I run this, it's going to say I'm a small box class and area is 156. Now actually let's call the big box. I'm actually copying that, and in here small, I'm actually going to make it big, and in here I'm actually also going to make it big, and this is going to be box 3. It says throwing an error because big box needs 3 parameters. I'm actually going to do a 12 13 14 and say big box 3 3, right? You can see here, right, this big box does not have this display box name. I actually commented that code, right? However, if you look into this method here, I'm able to call display box name because big box actually is the child of the parent class box. Okay, now let's run this. And see, it says here, still I'm parent box class. It says display box name. It goes to this box and calls this method here, right? And it's also printed with the area. All right. So now, but if I just uncommented this code, I forgot to actually make it here. It's saying I'm small box. I'm actually going to say I'm big box class. So now if I run this, it should say I'm big box class. You see here, right? So display box name parent class has this display box name method. I used the same method, but I overrid it. saying I'm small box class, right? And I got this print area in here. And now with this box tree here, I've got this display box name, which is the same as the parent class, but I override it saying I'm big box class, and it does that here. And I also print the area. So that's pretty much about the inheritance. I know it's a little confusing, but once you play around with a couple of examples, it's really a piece of cake. Okay, and it has so many advantages, right? So let's say you can have a parent class with certain methods, and you don't, for your child classes, you don't have to create those methods. You just extend. You just inherit the parent class. All right, so that's it for this lecture. I will see you guys in our next lecture.